beautiful soul, how are you doing? I hope your day is going fabulous. So this morning I just applied for my national insurance number. Now, as a family member of an EU citizen in the UK, I have already been granted my BRP, which is the biometric residence permit. Now, in normal cases, your national insurance number will be stated at the remarks section. However, in my case, and I'm very sure in the case of all EU citizens, you will not be granted this. You have to apply for it separately. Why? Because the taxation in other EU countries vary from that of the UK. Again, Article 10 and Article 20 of the EU law allows every EU citizen, including their families, to have free access of mobility within the EU territory. Okay, and so even though UK is now Brexit, it has an agreement with the EU, so their citizens are still enjoying the right they used to enjoy to some extent when UK was part of the EU. So before we continue, you do know that there is one thing that excites me a lot. That is when you take your time to watch my content and engage with them. All those comments that you make, or the like, or the sharing, I do appreciate them. I don't know how to express this enough. I do appreciate it. Thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. I appreciate you. Please do subscribe and do more, so that this information will reach out maximum amount of people who do need this information. Now let's continue with this video. Okay, so what is the national insurance number? National insurance number is used in the UK as administration of some tax system, as well as national insurance, and then also for social security system. So why would you need it? Like I said, as an EU or a family member of an EU citizen, you have the right to live here. Now, not everybody living here is working or is going to be a student, so it's not everybody that is going to have this. However, especially if you're looking for work or you are already granted a work contract, you definitely need this. So let's state categorically in what case do you need the national insurance number. 1, you only need it if you are going to work. 2, you only need it when you want to claim some benefits. And 3, you need a national insurance number if you want to apply for a student loan. Now, 4thly, you need it to pay class 3 voluntary insurance contribution. So aside from these 4 instances, you do not need the national insurance number. Even though you do need it to work, you can start working without it. In the case of my husband, he already got his contract from Spain. When he arrived here, he already started working before he applied for the national insurance number, because it takes time. What you need is a proof. You need to prove that you're eligible to work in UK, and you can do that in my case with my residence card. In other cases, like in the case of my husband, he had to just show his status, which will already be on the UKVI page or Home Office page. So you put your credentials in, and then it gives you your status, and you just print it out or you take a shot of it and send it to the employer, and that's it. You don't need to do much. But in my case, I do have a residence card, because originally I didn't have biometric resident card from Spain, and this is why I have a card now in the UK. Now, if you did apply for it once and you lost it, you do not need to apply for it. You just have to go to gov.uk, and then you can search for how to retrieve your national insurance number. Okay, then if you are a UK citizen, you do not need it. You don't need to apply for it, because when you turn 16, that number will be sent to you already. Now, we are categorically dealing with EU family members and EU citizen case. So let's just focus on that. But just in case you want to know, UK citizens do not have to apply for it because it's being sent to them to their address when they turn 16. All right. Now, can you apply for the national insurance number whilst you are in another country trying to travel to the UK? The answer is no. It is stated on their website gov.uk that you can only apply for this when you're in Scotland, when you're in Wales, and when you are in England. Only when you are here, that's when you can apply for it. And remember, you can only apply for the national insurance number if you already do have a residence here. So that is if you do have your biometric resident permit, or you do have your pre-settled or settled status, or you do have a British passport. These are the only ways. If you do not have these documents, then definitely you do not have the right to work here. So before the lockdown, usually, like in the case of my husband, when he arrived here, he booked for an appointment, went to the office, had a little interview, and then they later sent him the number. But now that there is a lockdown, there's no any physical kind of appointment. You have to do everything on phone. So I will leave the contact numbers that you will contact them on phone. You have to call them on phone and follow the voice prompts, and then you will speak to an agent who will take your details. After that, they will send you a form to your address. You fill the form and then you send it back to them. The form will require you to attach your residence evidence, or evidence that you are eligible to have the national insurance number. You attach that to it and then you send it back to them, and from there it's going to take you 16 weeks for them to send the national insurance number to you. I haven't received it yet, so it might be sent to me through my email or in the form of a letter. I don't know how it's going to come, but this is the procedure. You just have to call. So I will leave that number in the description box, and I will also leave .uk link where you find all these details. You can read and read more to understand and put your call through, and make sure you do have your national insurance number if you are eligible to have it and if you need it. Remember, you need it when you're working because that's how you're going to pay your tax. But you can start working without it. You can start working and later apply for it because it takes time. So this is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. You do know I do appreciate you, right? You do know I appreciate you so much. So be bold, say whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anyone. But most of all, stay motivated and inspired. I will see you in the next video. Adios.
Stay motivated and inspired.